Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Miss Valley Entertainment News. My name is Dread. We are doing a short video here because I thought this was interesting. On my channel here, we've had a discussion recently about whether or not when you buy a game, do you own it? You have the rights to do to that game what you want. Do you have the rights to mod that game? Most people would say, of course you have the right to mod the game. You bought the game. Okay, so here's an interesting addendum. Here's an interesting addition to that conversation that I'm just going to have with you right now. I have just gone onto Steam and I purchased Hogwarts Legacy. By the way, if that triggers you, too bad. Bye-bye. I really don't care if it triggers you. I mean, I think it's a little sad if it does, but whatever. Don't come after me. I don't care. I'm going to play the game. I've never played it before, but I'm busy installing the game. And as I do, I'm reading through the agreement, all right, for Hogwarts Legacy. It is a legally binding contract. Please read it carefully. This is obviously by Warner Brothers, WB Games, right? The end user agreement governs your use of the game client, terms of service, governs your use of the game server, blah, blah, blah. It says limited license. The game client is licensed, not sold. So I'm not going to say every game's like this, but I'm saying there are games like this that have this. If you read the small print, you don't own the game. You've bought the right to download the game, install the game, and play the game. You don't own the game. Subject to your agreement to and your continued compliance with the terms and conditions, Warner Bros. Games hereby grants you a limited, revocable, non-exclusive, non-transferable personal license to A, download and install the game onto your personal computer, owned by you, and B, use the game client in conjunction with a game server for your non-commercial entertainment purposes only. Here's what I see out of that. The game is licensed, not sold. They have licensed you to use the game. They have not sold you the game. You have to agree to the terms and comply with the terms and conditions. If you do, then you have a limited, revocable, non-exclusive, non-transferable personal license, okay? Limited. It is limited by what this says. Revocable. They can take it back. They can take back that game at any time and tell you can no longer use it. Non-exclusive, non-transferable. You obviously can't give the game to somebody else. Here's what your license allows you to do. Download and install the game onto your computer. That's it. And use it in a non-commercial entertainment purposes only. If I have a monetized channel, and Miss Valley Gaming, which would be the channel I would be hosting this on, is monetized. If I have a monetized channel, I can't show the video on it according to this because I am now getting paid for that. I'm getting paid by the advertisements that Steam is putting on the videos. I'm not allowed to do that under this agreement. The license does not permit you to do any of the following, and you agree the violation of any of the following will constitute an infringement of your copyright. You cannot sell, license, or transfer the game or any reproductions or modifications thereof to anybody. You may not develop, distribute, or host any server or software designed to interact with the game client or to redirect or emulate the communications protocols used by Warner Brothers Games. You may not modify the game client or any portion thereof. You can't mod the game. You may not or allow or authorize others to copy, translate, reverse engineer, derive source code from, modify, again, mod, disassemble, decompile, or create derivative works based on the game or any portion thereof. You may not develop, distribute, or use any third-party program designed to impact the game experience. No third-party programs can be attached to it, including without limitations, software bots, cheats, hacks, or any other software designed to provide a player with an advantage, such as mods again. You may not exploit the game or any portion thereof for any commercial purpose. I can't put it on a monetized channel and monetize that video. You may not connect to a game server except by using authorized unmodified game client. If you're modding and you're connecting to a server, bad on you. You may not use the game client to connect to any service or service other than a game service through a Warner Bros. Games authorized third-party service. The license granted herein confers no title or ownership in the game. It should not be construed as a sale of any rights to the game. Uh-huh. Okay, so again, for those of you who I know you'll argue, and I understand why you will, that you have the right to mod games. You do not. You do not own the game. Again, legal precedent being set. I don't think Hogwarts Legacy is the first game to do this, and I don't think it's by far the last. People, when you buy a game through Steam or otherwise, you do not own the game. You own the rights to use the game following the rules set out. You do not have a right to mod the game. You don't have a right to, if you mod the game or otherwise, show your game on a YouTube channel. All of these are things that we think we have rights to. Legally, you do not. Your other option is to not accept the contract and therefore not get to play the game. This is just, I'm not complaining about this. I'm just looking at this and I'm telling you, this is what it is. So I know we've had this discussion on my channel already, but this is further confirmation. You don't own your game and you don't have the right to mod it. You do not. Legally, no. Legally, no. So when you say, hey, I've got a right to mod Skyrim, do you? Because legal precedent already says you don't. So that's just something to consider. For those of you who say Bethesda will never shut down Nexus mods. Maybe they won't, but maybe that's just wishful thinking because they have every legal right to do so. Hey, Bethesda would never tell me that I can't put modded Skyrim on YouTube or on Twitch and make money off it. Yeah, the legal terms say otherwise. They have every right to stop that. So if you don't think Bethesda can or will force people to move off of free mods and into paid mods only, licensed paid mods only, I think you're just wishful thinking, and I understand why wishful thinking. I wish I could ignore all this and close my eyes to it too, but I have a responsibility to bring this to you and let you know the actual facts, whether or not you like them or not. These are facts. These are legal facts. And I just want you to know about them. My work here is done. I hope you found this informative, if not entertaining or happy news. From Miss Valley Entertainment News, my name is Dread. Good night.